church, Mr. Scales. I thank you for going big for all of us this evening. All right. I hope that you all noticed that 9 to 5 is already played. So if you got some bids down, you're going to have to pay up Tanya Hobbs as you're going out the door. I'm going to take just a moment to do a few lyrics, but I would like for you to recognize we have some new players on the stage. I like to call them the dueling Emilys. They're not really, it just sort of happened by big magic. We have Emily Webb over here from Urban Image Style. And we also have Miss Emily Robertson over here from the Social Chair and Drive-By. So let's see what a few more of those lyrics are just before we keep on going. You want to do me the honors? See how smart you people are. Ooh, I feel like this one's a good one. I'm begging of you, please don't take my bacon. That is true, right? I know, don't take my bacon. Do it. Give it to me. We'll do one more. All right. Oh, and I will always love my dog over you. I don't know who submitted that, but I hope you brought your girlfriend or your boyfriend, rather than your husband or your wife. All right, Johnny, what are we doing next? Do you even know?
You got any more people to tell some stories?
Oh, I do have some more people to tell some stories. Now, Dolly has been known to say, if you don't like the road that you are walking, then you start paving another one. And tonight, I feel like we have a few trailblazers in our audience, but we have one lady who has been blazing a trail for a few decades for other strong women to come up. Will you all please give a warm welcome to Coach Diane Turnham?
UCLA, and Mr. Lou Alcindor, who later became Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he had a sky hook, and my daddy taught me that sky hook. And so I was unstoppable, or so I thought. And so I tried out for the teens at Mount Juliet and made the team. Now, I wasn't great. I was okay, because I had those moves my daddy taught me. And about my sophomore year, another guy came into my life, a brand new coach. We weren't very good my freshman year, and this guy came in, and he was going to transform us into state champions. Well, we'd never even won any kind of championship, let alone a state championship, so, okay. So the guy came in and he worked us so hard, harder than we'd ever worked in our lives. And we didn't know if we loved him or hated him. But guess what? First year we won a district championship. Second year, we won a region championship. Next year, we went to the sub-state. And after I graduated, they won the state championship. But you know what? I didn't care. Because I knew I was a part of that team. I knew that I helped build that team. And that was one of the greatest feelings I had ever had in my entire life. And so I just knew I was going to go on and play college basketball, which I had the opportunity to do. And they said, what are you going to major in? And I'm like, well, I'm going to be like my mom. I'm going to teach children because I love working with children. So I majored in elementary education. And then I got out of college and I thought, okay, I got to get a job teaching elementary education. Except a friend of mine called and said, you know, we need an assistant basketball coach. And we don't have a lot of money. So if you'd like to come get your master's degree, then you could coach and we'll give you a master's and then you'll make more money as a kindergarten teacher. I'm like, okay, that sounds like a win-win. So I do that. Wow. You know, sometimes the best plans you have in your mind are really nothing compared to the plans that God may have for you. He's got a bigger plan. So, I go and I start coaching. Lo and behold, that second man in my life, my high school coach, left Mount Juliet and moved to, lo and behold, the place we won the state championship right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, at Murphy Center. So my old coach is now the head coach at Middle Tennessee State University. And he sees me coaching with another team and he goes, you need to come work for me. I'm like, right, I'm going to come teach elementary school. No, you're going to come work for me. So I said, well, what does it pay? Like I really cared because I was living on a graduate assistant's, stipend. So I agreed to come to Middle Tennessee State University with my eyes wide open, not sure what I'm getting into. And so I'll never forget. I come to accept the job and the director of athletics has me into his office, Coach Jimmy Earl. He'd been a very successful basketball coach, and all of a sudden, I'm sitting in his office and he said, Diane, we are so excited to have you here. We've never had a full-time assistant coach. We're just so excited. And, oh, by the way, did I mention that we're going to let you coach volleyball too? And I'm like, Coach, there's probably a mistake here because I've never played volleyball. I've certainly never coached volleyball. I'm pretty sure the ball's white, and I think it takes 6 people. And he looked into my eyes and said, you'll do great. I didn't have as much confidence, but I called a friend of mine and said, you got to teach me how to coach volleyball this summer, because I'm going to be a Division I volleyball coach. She didn't teach me everything, but she taught me a few things. So I start coaching. Now basketball, man, I knew basketball. I'd done it all my life. My daddy taught me how to play basketball. And we were successful. We won a state championship after I left. And so I knew that sport, and we were pretty good. We won championships like the first 6 years I was here. So I was pretty excited. But volleyball, wow, not so good. In basketball, we had 13 scholarships. In volleyball, we had 3. And did I mention volleyball wasn't very good in Tennessee back then, so I couldn't go very far with those 3 scholarships. But immediately I knew that I wanted my volleyball team to have everything our basketball team had. Now they had lots of things. We had lots of resources. We played well. We had championships. Volleyball, we were just excited if we could score in a game. So here we go. We start coaching. My days were kind of long because, did I mention they made me teach PE? recruit some people to play both. So I had a lot of long nights. But you know what? As I started doing that, I started to realize who I was meant to be. Now, I wanted to be better in volleyball, so you have to go to the director of athletics and ask for more things, right? Right. Well, by the time the volleyball coach got to see the AD, the answer to every question was no. No, you can't have an assistant. No, you can't have more money. No, no, no. I do not like that word. And I thought, I'm going to change that. I got to find a way for us in volleyball to get more yeses. And don't tell me I can't do something, because then I'll definitely find a way. So we started working. We started raising money. I got a little bit better. I didn't have a lot of players, so I had to go out and I had to find them. I believe it was the SAEs, as a matter of fact. I made practice players cool before it was cool, because I didn't have enough to practice. So I'd let them practice against my team to help us get a little better. We got a little better. I learned a little bit more. We started to win a little bit. But there came an opportunity for me to go into administration. I never grew up saying, I'm going to be an athletic administrator. But guess what? That experience with those two teams drove me to be the first women's administrator at MTSU. Now, when I got that job, the AD, he didn't really want me to do anything. He just wanted to give me the title because the NCAA required it. Only, that wasn't going to work with me. So I said, I really want this job, but only if you let me hire a real volleyball coach. That was kind of tough, because I never felt like I was a real volleyball coach. I tried hard, but I wasn't a real coach. Basketball, I got it. Volleyball, not so much. So we sat out to find us a real volleyball coach. And I doubted myself the whole time I coached, because I just knew I didn't know everything. And probably the greatest thing about hiring that new coach was that she came in and she took some of my players. I had been fortunate to go to Puerto Rico to recruit some players. Found 3 pretty good players over there. I only had one my last year. My new coach had all 3, one of which was the player of the year.
Wow.
And her first year, what did she do? She won a conference championship. Now, we won a lot of basketball championships. That volleyball championship was like the Super Bowl, because I knew we came from down here to way up there. It was probably the greatest championship we ever won. And from that point forward, I was so determined to make every sport at Middle the exact same way. I didn't realize I was a Title IX baby.
Yeah.
I just knew that when I came in, I had to coach 2 sports, one of which I didn't know anything about. I looked at my male counterparts. They had 3 assistant coaches. And we had me. And then in volleyball, did I mention I was the head coach, the assistant coach, the bus driver, the clothes washer? But you know what? I wouldn't take anything for that experience. Because the greatest thing about being in administration was that I got to work with some incredible people who come to our university with incredible dreams. And we get to help them reach those goals and become who they want to be. Now, being an only child, I had one goal in life. That man in my life, my daddy, we always, ladies, do we love our daddies? First man we ever loved. I loved him dearly, and all I wanted to do was make him proud. And as I look back, I'm pretty sure that the skinny little girl, afraid of her shadow, who just wanted to learn how to play basketball, who ended up the athletic administrator, made her daddy pretty proud. Thank you.